Good afternoon, Planet Earthgate TV. And now for the show.
Good afternoon.
Planet Earth. We're excited to get into the studio to deliver you quality footage here. Good afternoon, Planet Earth. We are in, what month are we in?
January.
The last week of January. Is it? Is it the last week of January?
Close. Second to last. It's the 19th today. So I think we got 31 days in this month.
Well, this will be coming out, I believe, on the 25th. So it's going to be February, and then in 2 months, it's going to be spring. Anyway, what's new with you? What's going on?
Not too much. Getting excited for spring, I'll tell you that. I'm real excited for that. I actually just pitched. I'm in the process of pitching 2 shows. I got to tell you about this. There's an app called Rizzle. Yeah.
Yes, I just signed up for it.
Dope. Me too. Yeah. So there's opportunities for creators. I'm not sure all the protocols, but a friend reached out to me about the Dom Ross that I do, where I do the paintings, Bob Ross's stepson, and do crime scenes.
Yes.
And they asked if I had anything else. So there's another one that I'm writing, The Shy Detective. It's a PG-13 platform. It's not like TikTok. It's like extremely PG-13. So
right.
I just changed the pitch today. I had it originally like the guy, all the police get killed and the guy's hooked on Xanax, but we're going to play the Xanax at a low key. The doctor prescribed them, and there's just a surge in crime. So it's called The Shy Detective. He's real shy to talk to people.
I love that. Just like, let me sign up for every app. The thing is, it's taking me so much time to upload all my content on these apps that it's like taken away from the writing, But whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not even present. I'm just uploading. I'm just always on my computer. My eyes hurt like from just always editing, and I don't know. I can't wait till we get successful so we can hire somebody to help us with the online stuff. I want to be, if I get rich, when we get rich, Dom, I want to hire people to do all the social media stuff. It used to be fun, and now it's not fun for me anymore. It's just like it hurts my eyes just looking at my phone all the time.
Yeah, for me, I'm getting the hang of editing. Honestly, we were just talking about this. The hardest part for me is the ridiculous amount of security that they have on your profiles. It's like, who's trying to break into my profile? A comedian's it's like, do I really need all these different passwords and emails and codes?
Like, you guys want the receipt from my Grubhub? Is that what these hackers want? Because that's all I have in my Gmail are receipts from Grubhub and stuff.
Yeah.
They think I got gold in my email accounts?
Right. And I have like automatic setup. It doesn't work if you have like 2 TikToks. It'll only sign into the one. Maybe I shouldn't have 2. I don't know.
Oh my God, I know. I had one, and then the views, I wasn't getting views, so I started fresh, and then now I just it's good to have 2 in case if your profile gets deleted, you'll always have the other one.
Yeah, I'm going to keep uploading on both of them. I pretty much upload the same videos too.
Are the views the same?
No, that's what happened. I had one that died off. Sometimes I think they just die off, so I started a new one. And the one that died off, it averages between 10 views and like 100, maybe 160. I think one of them got like 1,100. But the other one, they go into 14,000, 3,000. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and they'd be the same video. So that's crazy too. Same hashtags and everything.
It's so amazing. My friend Francis and I think I told you, but we were doing this web series called Refurbished Dreams, and the videos did actually pretty good. I got 200 likes on a few videos. And so then I went to upload it on my personal TikTok. And it was so weird. The video that I got 200 likes on, I only got 5 likes on my personal account. So it was kind of assuring on one sense because I think I take it personally if I don't get likes, which is really an unhealthy, warped way of thinking about it. But I was like, oh, my art sucks. I'm not talented. I'm not a good writer. And then, but seeing how one video did awesome on one profile and terrible on another, I realized, okay, maybe I don't have the best writing, but it's not all about my content.
Right.
It did great on one page. For my personal profile, it did really bad. So I don't know what that is. I think it's like about consistency.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. I wonder if once you if they kill apps, like I wonder if there's because I see some people that are like on TikTok and they'll be like, this makes no sense. I have 2 million followers and I only got 40 views in the past 2 days on this
Yeah.
and things like that.
Well, they do have something called shadow banned in which they don't push out your content as equal as they would other people. So what could get you shadow banned allegedly? The algorithm for TikTok is kind of mysterious. So a lot of people say if your lighting is bad, boom, they'll shadow ban you. If you curse, that's a shadow ban. If you mention the word weed, like you have to spell the word weed on your TikTok like WE3D.
Wow. Okay, so I probably got shadow banned. I've
Yeah,
been
you might have
swearing.
got.
I've been saying weed.
Yeah, and then if you post, so you have two accounts. So let's say if you posted from your other account or you liked your other stuff, you could get shadow banned. They shadow ban you if someone likes your videos too frequently.
Somebody's doing that to me. I may be shadow banned. Every time I post something, he goes on and likes like crazy.
And yeah, it's weird. I don't know why that's a punishment to the account. It's so weird.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I'm still using TikTok. I'm like throwing stuff at the wall, but what I really like about Rizzle is there's not all that BS involved. I'm going through with an actual person that's like looking for creators. They're gonna push my product. It's gonna be a real fair trade. Like that's
Yeah.
one of the things the email said, like, listen, this is unlike TikTok. We don't want underage women shaking their butt. We're not looking
Oh,
for
that's
that.
great.
Yeah, they're like, we won't let that stuff on. There's people reviewing the stuff, and there's people that will personally, freely promote you to 15 million users. Right now, the platform has 15 million users.
That's awesome. Yeah, definitely join the Discord so you can get in on the classes and all
Yeah,
that.
it's big
Yeah.
in India. I'm doing I just pitched 2 shows to Rizzle, so it's this new app, and it's supposedly like more for creators. So I don't know. The reason that this app is kind of going on is because people want to see like, hey, what can this person produce? Because we want to sell them a bigger show. We don't. We're tired of wasting time on chances. As far as I could see, they want like series, written comedy series, each one a minute or under. And you basically, it's a small version of like really pitching a show to like NBC. They reach back out to you or whatever. And I think it does make a lot of
That's
sense
awesome.
versus yeah, like versus TikTok is like a free for all. Nobody has no rules on TikTok. You do whatever you want. But
Oh yeah,
this app's like specific towards certain things.
that's so cool. Yeah, I definitely gotta embrace. We should definitely embrace this app that is for storytelling, for comedy, for web series. It seems more web series friendly. As TikTok, it's so much dancing and lip syncing, but it is cool if you could pop that bubble, pop that TikTok bubble and get those views and stuff. That's the sweet spot.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think YouTube's always going to be there. I think Reddit will always be there. They're just too huge, like really utilized. So I see it gets killing views because he has like a monster Reddit. Like,
yeah, I know. One time I was on Reddit and I wrote yerp, like yep, yep, except YURP, and someone said I hate people who say yerp, and that got like 3,000 ups.
wow.
And I was like, damn, people on Reddit are so mean. But I found there are niches, positive niches of Reddit as well.
Yeah, and that's what's good about it. I don't know much about it other than, so somebody posted one of my sketches on Reddit and it kind of blew up. I guess it got like 200 or something like that upvotes, and it's got like 50 downvotes or whatever. Maybe I shouldn't speak about that, but it's just a minute sketch. It's like very fast about a phone store. But I was like just surprised that so many people watched it from Reddit. Like, the views went up like crazy, like probably it probably went up 1,000 views. And that's
Reddit's powerful. And it's one of those things where the more you contribute, the more you'll succeed on Reddit. So you'll get points to post if you comment, I don't know, but yeah, so to the point of that is, I know they're great platforms, but they're so big, it's so hard to break through, especially YouTube. Like, I always dreamed about being able to make a side income from YouTube with the views, because it seems like a really nice, lucrative career. It's just a matter of popping the bubble and getting those views and getting those true fans to be able to have a successful channel.
Yeah, I don't think YouTube's dead. I definitely think it's one of those things where, like they said before, remember like way back, I don't know, I'm dating myself now, but do you remember when YouTube first started? You may not even remember that.
Yes.
Oh man.
No, I wish I went gung ho into YouTube back then, because those people, they're set. Like Jenna Marbles, she's a millionaire off of YouTube. All these YouTubers.
Right. Yeah. Well, to get back in it, then YouTube. I remember Ashton Kutcher was the first one to be like, I want to try to get 1 million subscribers, and he was huge. He was the biggest actor in the world.
I remember. Yeah, I was just watching What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas, and he was in it, and then he was in Valentine's Day, and he used to be huge. At the time he dated Brittany Murphy, I think a few years prior, he was huge.
Right, the 70s show, all that. He was at the top of his game, and it still took him like 6 months to get 1 million subs, maybe even longer. He checked back in like, I got 300,012 or something. But that's the way YouTube, I think, is designed. And then as the apps got, like, from YouTube, I would say then it came to TikTok. Or not TikTok, Instagram is like, oh, wow, people could actually get famous quicker than YouTube. It's not going to take 5 or 6 years. It's going to take, somebody can get famous on Instagram or Twitter within a few months, you could probably do it. And then they created TikTok to where it's like, now you get famous in, overnight.
Oh, it's so interesting. I wonder what that feels like to get that pop overnight. You wake up and you have 1 million views. Like, what does that feel like? I want to feel that.
Maybe a little scary.
Yeah, I think it goes with a lot of trolls. And I think as long as one assumes not assumes, but realizes that trolls are normal, then you'll be set. Because I feel for these everyday people, they become very successful, and then all these trolls they're not used to, like I think with comedy, we're used to bombing, Or well, you never, but you're always on
No,
top. But
I'm used to bombing.
I'm used to bombing, so it's like, okay, if I get a troll comment, it's like, all right, okay. Like
Yeah.
this would be a heckler. This is my heckler right now.
It makes me feel good. I rarely get them because, like I said, none of my videos are that big, really. The most
Yeah.
views I've ever gotten a video was 100,000, and that was like 10 years ago. Like when YouTube
Wow.
was, yeah, it was a YouTube thing maybe 8 years ago. But I just got a troll comment on my TikTok. It was only like a few thousand views on the video, but he was like, I don't even know if this is considered a troll. He was just making fun of me, and I liked it. I was like, this is cool. Like in my mind, I was like, I finally got a troll.
It does mean you made it when you get a troll. Sometimes they hurt though, the stuff they say, but it's a good that is a great way of reframing a point of view of a troll. Is like, all right, nice. I made it.
Yeah, there now one thing that I'm starting to wonder about is fame even that big of a thing now that everybody's becoming famous? These apps are designed to make
Wow.
everybody famous.
That's fascinating. I think it is becoming normalized fame. I really do.
It's not as cool as it was. I know just within this, not this past year, but before this year, like 2 years ago, I started seeing a lot when I was playing that club in Times Square. We would talk, I would give out my TikTok and Instagram, and I'd talk to the audience after. And a lot of people would, they'd like to tell you, hey, I'm famous on TikTok. And you wouldn't believe the amount of people, like 14, 15 years old, that literally are viral like crazy. TikTok, YouTube,
Yes.
millions and millions of views.
Wow. I wonder how you handle it when you're 15. Like, I don't know. I feel that would hurt negatively the growth of someone because think about it this way, you get this huge inflated air of confidence, you're famous, but you're only 15. So then you get to be 30 and your perception of achievement is likes. Us
Yeah.
when we were 15, our perception of achievement was getting an A, getting a B plus.
Yeah, for me it was cash. Anytime I got money, I was like, yo, this is like I
Oh
did something.
yeah.
And now it's like money's handed out too easy. Like when you see some of these OnlyFans, I don't know if we did talk about it. There was that one kid that was on the news somewhere, like in the BBC or something, for he was putting on a wig and lied about his age and his parents were letting him do an OnlyFans, and he was like a millionaire pretty much from it. He was one of the first ones on TikTok to do it, and his mom was like one of those Instagram twerkers, and he became a TikTok twerker, 15-year-old boy.
Oof.
And he was like getting rich off of it though. Like he was like the second or third one of the highest paid OnlyFans in the world. And it's like, then what?
And he's underage. Did the parents get in trouble or what? What was the outcome of that?
I didn't know all the details. I know they were interviewing the parents, and the dad was saying something along the lines of, we don't like to tell our son, we like to let our son live a free life, and this is his passion. Like now, twerking is getting looked at almost as like a sport. Like nothing's wrong with it. It's like there's a lot of people that say, well, that's her dance. That's what she does. She's a twerker.
Right. Maybe it'll be an Olympic sport. They just made breakdancing an Olympic sport. They really did. It is technical. It's a technical skill.
Yeah. Now they would have to change some things to make it equal for men. Because men, when it comes down to like me and you've been honing stand up. Like I'm giving something. Acting classes, stand up. I'm not saying these other people aren't giving up. I'm sure some people are, but there's some people that really aren't giving anything. They're turning on the thing and eating a Reese's cup. And it's like that fame, I don't think that could sustain long because you're not giving anything of any value other than your looks.
So true. It's so weird because I was thinking about that as well. Like we're experienced in writing and performing, and these people that are getting successful are people that are just saying hello or lip syncing, and it's like, how sustainable is that? So
Right.
it might be a blessing and a curse at the same time, because people will expect for them to produce content, but it takes a lot of skill to produce content.
Yeah, and
But
that's what I think.
also, I think it's about not overthinking, though. That's my problem. I overthink my content. I don't want to put anything out there that I don't approve, but also it prevents me from posting. So I think it's right in the middle.
I 100% agree with what you just said. I had this New Year's resolution where I was gonna make a video every day, and it was like 11:58, and I was running up the steps on my way to my girlfriend's, and I was like, I have to make a video. I'm not trying to make it in front of her. So right at the top of the steps, I just did the video, one take, and that's the that's the video.
So you were like,
Yeah, I just went right there. I told a story. I just held the phone like this, and I told a story about the time I got arrested for hopping a turnstile. 15-second story, and yeah, it got
that's
14,000 views in like 2 hours, and I almost didn't do it.
wow, that's amazing. I
15
really know
seconds.
that is so amazing. I noticed that they people like that casual off the cuff energy too. I was doing my jokes with the wall, just trying doing one joke at a time, and then I saw this girl. She was upside down on the couch telling a story, and that got a lot of views, and I was like, "Oh, there's something." It's as if you're letting people in your life more as casual as it is. You know,
Oh wow, that's smart.
the more, maybe I'm gonna try doing a upside down on the couch video today. We'll see.
Do one, and I might do one
Yeah.
when I'm painting a picture. I might just tell a story when I'm painting a picture.
Yes, they like that. I don't know why. People like to feel like they're hanging out with you, maybe.
Yeah, and I think it's something to be said of like looking at something. One time I seen one where somebody was making a thing out of clay, a vase, and they were telling a story that had nothing to do with the clay vase. Like, but
Right.
it was millions of views also.
Yes. Yes. It's kind of that feeling when you're hanging out with your friend, folding laundry, and you're just
Right.
chilling. Cool. I
What
think
about
we could implement that in our strategy and see if it works.
talking about posting? I just talked to somebody that blew up on Twitter, and I actually talked to a few people that are popping right now. And it really is a huge thing on it being a numbers game, or also, like you said, doing something a little different to stand out. But the Twitter kid does 10 tweets a day every day. And
Wow.
most very popular TikTok people I know say a minimum of 3 TikToks a day.
Yes.
They're only 15 seconds.
Well, hey, I challenge you, me and you will do 5 videos a day
All right,
starting tomorrow. Okay,
let's start
everybody,
tomorrow.
the Good Afternoon Planet Earth Challenge. Okay,
Oh,
let's see.
I like
This
it.
is gonna be fun. Okay, everybody. So, Dom, how many followers do you have right now?
Currently, I have 2 different channels. I don't know which one should I build. I might do just the same videos on both of them. One channel has 52 and one has 62.
All right.
One has 63 actually. I just got a comedian on mine. Very funny comedian too, Phil Hunt. Oh, who's that? Is that you? What is it?
Oh, Phil's on there. I'll add Phil. All right. So yeah, this is my personal one. So
Oh, you're killing
745.
it.
Seven four
Damn, Andy,
five.
you're killing it. I got 62.
No, no, it's only 745. I want to get 1K to go live. I want to go
You got
live so bad.
you got 10 times the followers I got. Let's do 5 a
No.
day. So
All right.
I don't know what to do with my TikTok channel because I have 2 of them. I might
Yeah.
just like post the same videos on both of them.
You could do that. You might overwhelm yourself. So the other one I keep just to have. Like I have all my old videos on it. And just in case if this account gets shut down, I'll always have that as backup.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll let one sit and chill.
Yeah, because it takes so much energy to post on TikTok, on all these platforms. I say don't divide your views. But that's just me though. I don't know. So now
Yeah.
we got TikTok, Rizzle. So I feel like we could post until one of them pops. I feel like we could post on the same one.
Yeah, my thing is my name, Dom's Details, is on a shadow banned account. So what should I do? Just delete?
Oh,
Well, I don't want to say shadow banned, but it never really gets more than 50 views. So it might
yeah.
be shadow banned. Versus the other one will always hit like 1,000 most of the time. Or
Wow.
like 300.
So which one gets 1,000 with the Dom Ross?
No, the one where I'm just basically just being me. I wonder if the app could tell Don Ross is just too much of a character and they don't want to push it, or because it is saying some stuff in Don Ross.
Yeah, if you're cursing, you will get shadow banned for sure.
I don't curse, but I'll say something.
I would mix it up with your personal. Keep your personal stuff PG-13. TikTok is very PG-13.
I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna change none of the names. I'll just keep posting the Dom Rosses on the Dom's Details and Dom of NYC TikTok. I'm gonna keep that one seems to be working pretty good.
5 videos a day, a month, and we'll see. We will be able to see if this whole posting more is what it's about, you know?
And we'll do it exactly so it starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll stop February 20th.
Let me see. Sounds good. February 20th. All right. I'm ready to be a millionaire, Dom. Let's do it. We're going to be millionaires. All right.
Can you imagine?
Let's get a TV show and yeah. All right. All right. Let's get into our hot topics. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, this was posted on Ask Reddit. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, so this was this was posted on Ask Reddit by You Flowery Socks. Oh no.
Okay. Look, it just hit me in the teeth.
They said
okay, what is that?
Oh no, are you all right?
Yeah, just
you all right?
brush it hit me in the teeth. Yeah.
Ow, Tim, it looked like your teeth broke the brush.
Look how low my tooth is. Do you see that? Don't be insecure about your teeth. Look, see one's real low. Just the way I'm designed.
Oh.
Do you see it? It's this one.
Why is that? I feel like we all got something. Mine are all overcrowded.
Yours are nice. You know, I just seen a thing. They said people's teeth are overcrowded because of the way that we started eating food now versus how we used to have to eat it. Had to be like, you know, it wasn't as moderate when we were like just running around in the jungle or whatever. So our jaws used to be a lot bigger, but over the years, our jaws shrunk down, I guess, through evolution. That's why our teeth are always crooked.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I need braces again because I got an overbite and a deviated septum, so like I have to have my mouth open when I breathe. It's so embarrassing. I'll be like, but you know when I'm in a Zoom, what's that?
You have to be careful because it's unhealthy to breathe through your mouth.
Yeah, but it hurts. Like, and TMJ, I need money to go to a doctor because and braces. I need to take care of myself, you know?
Yeah, so guys, let's start a GoFundMe for Amy's braces because she deserves
Oh my gosh.
Your teeth look great though. They add character to you.
They're so overcrowded that I can't close my mouth.
It's hard to
it's called an overbite.
Wow,
all right.
You gotta talk about that on stage though. That's very ironic. You can't close your
Yeah,
mouth.
I really can't, and it's just so embarrassing. Anyway, all right, let's get to the hot topic question. What's your fake scenario that will never happen, but I like to imagine it anyway so I could fall asleep?
Oh, that's interesting. Do you want to go first? Do you have
Sure.
anything?
You know what I find so gratifying is I like to pretend that I'm at the Emmys winning an award on stage. I really want to get dressed up. I want to go to the Emmys one day. I just want to put on a cool dress, get my hair done. I like getting my makeup. Oh shit. Oh fuck the camera. One day we will have good production. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Oh god. We're gonna win best directing. We're winning best directing with the podcast. And the Emmy for best directed podcast goes to Good Afternoon Planet Earth. But yeah, so that's what I really like to see myself on that red carpet. I got a 1920s aesthetic going on with a baby blue glitter sparkle dress. I think it would be a mermaid style, plunging neckline. And yeah, anyway, that's my narcissistic dream. What about you?
I had one for a while actually, to where I wanted to tour with Eddie Murphy. You know, it's crazy that he's talking about
Ooh.
coming back to stand up now. But ever since I started stand up, I used to always think about, man, it'd be so cool to like open for Eddie or to tour with him on a show. I just feel like I'd learned so much. And even now, honestly, I think about that even more since he's coming back to stand up. Maybe it will come true.
That is so cool. I know. Wouldn't it be cool to open up for your favorite comedian?
I
And
did
that's a
that.
you. Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was the coolest experience of my life.
Wow.
The one downside is he thinks I'm dumb, I'm sure, because I was so nervous. I read his whole book and it's great. But when he's sitting in front of me, I was like this. And I couldn't even remember. I told him about his book. Somebody else was talking about it. I was like, oh, yeah, that part where this. And Amy, it's weird. When you really, like, as far as a joke writer, I think Norm MacDonald's probably, as far as just a straight up stand up comedian, in my opinion, Norm MacDonald may be the best when you talk writing jokes and just delivering jokes. Like, not facials, not this, just words and tone,
Right.
pretty much. So, yeah, I was in awe. A lot of people don't even know who he is when I say I opened for Norm. They're like, what? But to me,
Wow.
he's
How
like
do
a
you?
god. I
Oh,
know.
for sure.
And
One of the greatest of all time.
not to mention, I was just getting into him real heavy for like 3 years before that. So I watched everything he's ever done a million times and read his book. And then, like, all of a sudden, when I just get out of the blue a call to open for him for a whole week, I got to hang with the guy.
That's amazing. Was it from the Booker at Caroline's?
Yeah, it was actually from when I featured, there was a dropout. You know, as crazy as this is, I did New York's Funniest or whatever. No, I hosted for Eagle Wit actually. I hosted for Eagle, so I got a little bit of clout at the club. And then a couple weeks later, I got asked to feature for TK Kirkland. They had a dropout. So I hopped right in and featured for him, and I love him too. That's also one of my favorites. That's what's crazy. It was back to back two of my favorite comedians. Like, I'm not just saying that because I opened for TK. You got to watch TK. If you've ever had any relationship struggles or if life has ever bothered you and you watch TK Kirkland, you don't care about nothing. You're just like, hey, no girl's breaking my heart. This don't matter. It just puts you in a good mood. But
Cool.
so, yeah, I opened for TK. And from opening for TK, I got Norm. I was told by one of the people in the office that after I opened for TK, multiple people were calling asking who I was and when I'd be back. So that's why they gave me Norm. But that was a lot at one time. Like at Caroline's, I did Eagle. The next weekend, I did TK. The next weekend, I did New York's Funniest mixed with Norm MacDonald. So it was like a
Ooh.
month I did a crazy amount of sets at
It's a
Caroline's.
wave, just riding it like.
Yeah, and then the last day I didn't do well because I was at that stage so much. I actually, this is a piece of advice, the best advice Norm probably gave me during that weekend was young comedians give the audiences too many liberties. And Rodney Dangerfield told him that. And basically, I asked him, so what exactly does that mean? Basically, you're just trying out too much new stuff and taking way too many chances. When you're live at a show, you should not be taking chances. And the last night, Sunday night, I had to stretch and do like 35 minutes. And they let a guest spot go up before me and do 10. And he killed it crazy. Like he was a national headliner. And he just destroyed it. Then I had to go up and do 35 minutes. And it's a Sunday night. So I think there was a lot of repeats from, I just did Caroline's for a month. Like my jokes that were killing were no longer really working. So I went outside the box.
Plus, I feel like the brain like wants to self-sabotage, like, because you're going up, 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 up. You're right at such a high point that it's like, I know for me, my brain would somehow find a way to self-sabotage. Like if things were going too good, I'd be like, I suck. I would go in a spot like, I suck. I'm not good. It's like so weird. I got to fix that. I like mentally, where were you at? Like confident, or were you freaking out?
I want to say I was confident, maybe too confident, but then up until the point when I said my first couple of jokes, and it was a totally different response than I'd just been getting. Like you hear the laughter, and then that kind of messed me up. And then nobody told me I was doing way more time. So originally I thought I was doing like 15 minutes because we had a guest spot go up. But then something happened with Norm. I don't know, he had to use the restroom or he had them stretch it. So I'm just waiting for the light. And in my mind, I felt like since I was only doing 15 minutes, I was rushing through my set because I was like, okay, this bit isn't working. So I jumped to another bit and it wasn't working. But I remember after the show, multiple people came up to me and said, yeah, this is the second time I've seen you this week. And there was a lot of repeat on Sunday. And I feel like maybe that's why when I heard, whoa, that joke didn't kill, it normally hits a lot harder.
Wait, they told you? They were like, hey, I saw you before. You did a lot of repeated jokes. They said that?
Well, they didn't tell me I did repeated jokes, but multiple people shook my hand after, even though I felt like I bombed Sunday night. I listened to voice recording, it wasn't that bad.
Maybe you didn't do as bad as you thought, because sometimes, it's like so easy to do. You think you bombed, but in reality, it's like, oh, no, people enjoyed it. It was a different response, but you still did good.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think we know, like me and you, now we're so experienced, we know when we bomb, and we also know how to hide a bomb while we're performing. Like, like the audience.
Oh, I don't. I just melt. I gotta learn. I can't wait to get back to performing live, because I'm gonna train myself like an army cadet, just like rep. I'm gonna be way more prepared than usual. I'm ready.
If you don't know, as an audience member, as long as you don't tell them you're bombing, they won't know. They'll just think this is what you do. Even if you're not getting any laughs at all, they'll say, hey, she wasn't for me. Or I don't think she was that funny. But they won't think you bombed. But if you're up there like, oh, this is really going bad, then they'll know.
Yes,
Or if you're apologizing, I'm sorry, I'm normally better than this.
Right. I want to get a weed vapor before I go up, because I need to calm my nerves. Because the thing is, I'm literally nervous all the time. So when I perform, people are like, wow, she's really nervous. I'm not nervous unusually. I'm literally freaking out at every moment. So I need to find a way to calm down and channel the energy.
I'll tell you what calms me down, no substances I think will calm you down. I think that's
Yeah,
another
that's
one.
true.
It's gonna just harm everything you need is right inside of you. Like
True.
it's like say that you bought a BMW, it has the best radio in it. The car is known for the radio. It's $1 million car. You're not gonna pull out the radio and put in a CD player. It's like you got everything in you. You don't need that
Oh, I like
marijuana.
that. That's
Yeah.
so deep. That is why meditation, like, it legit helps. So it's like, all right, just got to stop being lazy and meditate, It
Yeah.
literally works.
What works for me is, and I probably did this in acting class, and I kept it with me, was in this moment before you walk on stage, anytime before you're about to walk on stage, when I'm getting the last comic off and the host is walking up, I want you to just think about one thing, and that's think about your feet, right? And then think about them on the ground. I know it sounds crazy, but
One thing, think about your furry, gross toenail feet.
no, just think about them touching the ground and feel your feet touching the ground. Then think what's underneath you. Everything that's you got underneath the building, all this. Like, and then you got actual ground, dirt, cement, basement. You got all this under your feet. Then you're on the earth, and your feet are touching the ground like everybody else's, and then you just go up there and you do it.
I like that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that should work. Or, anytime you go on stage, I used to have this when I was very first starting out, this old school headliner, really cool guy, Jimmy Bartok, on stage. And I was a professional boxer. So think about how crazy that is. I used to go I get paid to go fight people and let them punch me in the head. And I was scared to tell jokes.
Yeah.
These tough boxers.
So what was his advice that really got you over that?
He said, just when you get on the stage, when you feel your feet touch the stage or when they hit that first step, I want you to think about me. He goes, just know that I've been on every stage in the United States. I did stand up at 48 states. I did for 35 years. And he goes, just think of me doing it. And he's like, I'm fine. Nothing bad has ever happened to me. I'm still here. I'm 65.
Whoa, I like that. I also like the visual of thinking about your friend that was probably on that stage. It's kind of comforting. It's like, oh, he was here.
Right.
I don't know. Something a little comforting.
Yeah, there's something about that. It's just no longer unfamiliar territory, I guess. It's possible.
Yeah.
Like you ever have somebody that you looked up to? Like, I feel like that's a cool thing. It's cool to have people to where you could be like, hey, it's definitely possible because this person did it. Like, I met somebody that's never once smoked weed or had a drop of alcohol. And that's really impressive to me, that somebody could do that. And it's cool to know there's somebody alive that can do that. So it's possible for anybody else to.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Or even like us with these social media things. Like, I know I could post 5 times a day.
Yep, so true. I know. It is kind of like in terms of thinking it like a production, we shouldn't even procrastinate waiting as if it was going on cable television. Like before I post, I'm like, would I want this? Is this ready? And it's no, it's not ready, but to be able to do 35 videos a month, or I mean a week, it's gonna take you putting out feeler vids, seeing what works, what doesn't, and bombing, and that's okay,
Yeah, Mark Norman was just talking about that on a podcast. He was just talking about what you're talking about.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you what he said. Like, I follow him on Twitter. He's always got some funny tweets. And he actually has a guy. He has a guy, the Mark Norman joke rater. It's a Twitter guy that rates Mark's jokes. So he'll be like, I give this tweet an 8.4 or a 3.5. And Mark, yeah. And Mark's answer to this was like, hey, whatever this guy wants to do with his life is good. But he goes, I wonder if people think like I'm putting my polished material out there or whatever. I'm probably misquoting him. Basically, he said, one of the first things I do is I throw a joke out on Twitter to see how it does. So it's like when these
Yeah.
people are seeing these jokes, they're brand new.
Right. And
I
then
just did
people
10
are
jokes
looking
on
at
stage.
it. Oh, what's that?
Yeah, they're looking at judging it. No, yeah, they're looking at it judging. Yeah, yeah. And same thing with
Oh,
this stuff. Like, my first Dom Rosses were terrible, and I did like 90 of them. And now I'm like I got it down for this Rizzle thing. So if I wouldn't have bombed all those times, it took me a lot of Bob Ross's hours of doing it to really, a lot of failed attempts to get a decent thing.
oh yeah. That's it, guys. Also, if we allow ourselves to fail and bomb, it'll reduce procrastination.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't
Because
even think about that.
yeah, because I know I procrastinate so much because I don't want to fail. And the sad thing, no, it's not sad, it's life. You will fail. You have to fail to know what works. Nobody has the golden touch all the time. And also, this is, if you think about it, companies, they have a whole development team. Professional companies, they have a whole development team because this stuff is not easy.
Right.
So we're doing stuff that's development, writing, production, everything. Now, do you put captions on your videos?
Some I started to. I'm just
Okay.
experimenting a lot. Like you said,
Yeah,
like,
because that's the thing. I love putting captions on, but the thing is, it takes so long. It's like I'm just sitting on my phone the whole day, and time goes by, and I'm like typing out the transcript, and it's just we need one day we're gonna get successful so we can afford to pay someone to do all this for us.
yeah. Well, right now there's some apps that can do it. There's a few things that'll do it for you. I don't know how good it'll be. I do Adobe Premiere, but yeah, as far as the captions, I know that I feel like I lose a lot. I don't know if that's all the way worth it. If I can find an outside outlet for that, I would spend whatever, $1 a minute to have that done.
Yes. Oh, I think there's Rev. I don't know. We'll look into it.
Yeah, there is one. I used it once. It wasn't bad. Then you got to do something in Adobe Premiere to sync it up. I'm not exactly sure. It's the strangest thing that happened to you that you can't logically explain. I'd say out of all of them, I would say one. I would say I don't know. There. I don't want. I just want to pick one because there's one time when I felt like I was going down on my motorcycle. I was about to wreck, and I legit was just like, ready to go down. And I was just like, please, please, just let me pull this together. And somehow, automatically, I did. I pulled it together. But what was even crazier than that, one time in high school, me and my friends were like, got jealous because me and my buddy found out we were dating the same girl. So we went to her house and found out she had another boyfriend. Like, she was playing all three of us. So we should have just
Was that the guy who shot you guys up?
yeah. I don't know if
Wow.
can I talk about that on this?
You already did 2 episodes
okay,
ago.
yeah. Oh well, yeah. So it's just a repeat of that because it was in the winter time. Did I tell you that in the snow like crazy? All my friends were making fun of me saying I can't drive, but they didn't realize I had an '85 Camaro. It's rear wheel drive with these bald bias tires. Crazy blizzard, right? And I'm sliding doing 5 miles an hour. And my friends are legit like, bro, you don't know how to drive in the snow, but they didn't realize those cars can't drive in the snow. It wasn't
Oh
snow
yeah,
tires.
they don't have 4-wheel drive on those, right?
No, not even front wheel. It's rear wheel. They're very light cars. '85 Camaro. It's not a good car for the snow. And when this guy started shooting at us, the speedometer was probably at 100 to 110 the whole time. I drove completely perfect and straight. We were all like, yo, how'd that even happen? Bullets going zing, zing. This guy trying to run me off the road. The snow didn't change. I was literally, the car was sliding the whole time, but for some reason it was sliding straight.
He
Straight
literally attempted to murder you.
right through every red light though. Like I had no brakes. The gas wasn't making the car change speeds. It was down a steep hill, a long like 2-mile hill, and I was just sliding fast.
That's terrifying. So did he get in trouble? Because that's legit attempt of murder.
Yeah, well, check this out. So we ended up finding a cop. We pulled him to the gas station. This is in Youngstown, Ohio, my hometown, where it's nothing for somebody to be killed. Like, it's like that happens every day there. No, there's nobody's investigating it. They're like, "What do you want? You really want me to try to do something about this?" And that's how they are there. So the guy was still shooting. The cop seen him. He said, "Well, what? That guy shooting the gun?" I said, "Yeah, him right there that's shooting the gun at us." I said, "He's trying to kill me." He goes, "Well, did you get his license plate?" I said, "No." He goes, "Do you know his name?" I said, "No." And the cop's like, "Well, what can I do?" And he's sitting right
Wow.
there with the car, and the dude, he seen the cop duck when the guy shot at us. And he's like, "Yeah, your best bet is to leave them kids alone." That's what he said. I said, "Yeah, we found out." I was like, "We went to, it was my girlfriend's house. We found out he was dating, you know." So the cop didn't want to get caught up in all that. But I had bullet holes in my car.
Jeez. That is intense. I mean, the cop could have done something. You were literally almost murdered.
Yeah, he was standing there eating a big sandwich. And the guy's
Wow.
right there. And it's like you could easily get him. He's right there, stuck. The car was stuck. And the dude was still shooting at us. And the cop's like, "What, that guy?" And he's looking. I'm like, "Yeah, that guy."
Wow.
You can
That
probably see his
is
plate from here. Yeah.
that is, and it's not like it was the 80s too, where there was no technology, no cameras. It was probably like what, like 2010?
This was 2001 or 2002. It was like right after I
Oh,
got my driver's license. But in Ohio, Youngstown, Ohio, it might as well have been the 80s. There was no cameras. You know, it's a
wow.
very old school town.
That is something else.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, if you want, you can contact the girl and go through a court case." And he's like, "But I'm just letting you know, we have to give that person all your information, including your home address." And I'm just like, "Well, so what's the point of ever calling the cops then?"
Yo, seriously, that is not. And in situations with like restraining orders, it's messed up because they're temporary and it's only for that particular state.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's so messed up. So it's only good for one state. It's not across the country. And so if you were to do it for the whole country, it'd be 50 court thing. It's not right. It's twisted the system.
Imagine touring as a comedian and you got some psycho that follows you. You
Right.
have to do it.
Yep.
I
Yep.
used to have a girl come to all my shows, and said she was going through a divorce. And one time her husband came, like when I was back in Ohio, Youngstown, I'd post on Facebook before I ever moved to New York. And she'd always show up, and the girl seemed a little off. And one time her husband showed up, and she just was like weird. I want to fill out a restraining order against her. Hey, did I tell you about the fan that I have that mails me stuff? I had to tell her, "Look, I don't
Yeah.
get mail at this address. I'm not living there no more." And she's like, "Well, what's your new address?" And I'm just like, "How'd you even get?" She told me you just pay $20. You can get somebody's address.
Are you see? Oh my god. So
Yeah.
she found your new address?
Yeah, online. She paid $20, found everything out about me. She was telling me everything that's happened to me in my life, like bankruptcy I had
Whoa.
and everything. Yeah, I thought it was so strange.
You know she's probably watching right now.
That's why I won't say her name. Well, I haven't heard from her in like a year and a half.
Okay, that is still super, super scary.
Yeah. What about you?
I would have to say, okay, I used to have a crush on this musician when I was a teenager, and my dream was to meet Teddy Geiger. I just wanted to be his girlfriend and all that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I I would just always be dreaming about him. I created a blog and I said I asked for a press pass. And I actually got pretty far, but then they wanted to see the credentials of my blog and I didn't have any. So anyway, God, that is so creepy. That is creepy as hell. I probably should not even say this. So long story short, I had such a crush on him and I just thought like, if only I could meet him. So next thing you know, I find out that this radio station I didn't even know about, 95.1 The Wave. I didn't even know. It was a local radio station that I never knew about. They had a contest, be this caller, and you get to get backstage passes to meet him.
Oh,
And I won.
oh my gosh.
It was the weirdest thing. It was truly magical.
That is so cool. You probably power of the universe or energy or something. Law
I
attracted that.
really think I attracted that. I visualized it. I was in it.
Yet some of these celebrities are the same carbon we're made of. Like they stubbed their toe.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted followers at one point. And like I remember I went to go see The Used. My girlfriend got tickets. I
remember them.
Yeah, they were kind of cool. I mean, it wasn't for me, it's like she's kind of crazy, we are the Used, and they were spitting on us. I'm like, dude, don't spit on me. Like, and the dude was spitting on us.
Spit on you?
And the people were loving it. They had their tongue out, and they're catching the spit. Yeah, the Used concerts are
Ew.
Two lead singers make out, Colin and Brett, whatever. Like they're both the lead singers they used, and at the end of all the concerts they make out, and that's like their thing. And I mean, I don't know. After that concert, so fed up. The dude talked to us for a while after though, and they were one of those bands kind of made it famous, like with no connections or anything. They just did it, and it happened like fast, like within a couple years. And he was like steady preaching to us, and we're like, I remember everybody was like, "This is insane!" Like. He's talking to us. Even me was kind of like, even though I don't listen to The Used, I was just like, this dude's a normal person. Like he's talking. He was just being so regular with us.
That's cool. Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, they're humans.
Yeah, they're humans. I mean, I think there's something different about people that were born into fame though. Like I know there's certain people that have been famous so long, and I met them, and they're just something's wrong with them. I don't know what it is. They're very different, to be.
Yeah. But when I waitressed at Mills Diner, I would meet a lot of kids of fame, and a lot of them are cool, but some of them are a little detached. I understand. It must be hard growing up in that because everybody wants something from you. And you must be as a kid, people probably want stuff from you that is materialistic.
100%.
This is our last question and we're wrapping it up. Okay. What's your best example of who designed this must not use their product? And that's by the _10th _ dimension on Ask Reddit.
I would say the damn toilet seat decorative cloth cover. Who's ever that needs, honestly?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? They need to stop that. There's no way that they said, hey, this is gonna make life more convenient.
Yeah, it's so unsanitary. The carpet thing, right?
Yeah, and I wasn't even thinking about the sanitary. The way I have to pee with those things is I have to hold the seat up with my hand to
Whoa.
pee. The seat
what
doesn't.
Do you mean? You can't just push it back?
You can't. Not with those foam things. You can't push it back. It won't stay with those.
Oh yeah, those okay, because they got the carpet ones and then they got the foam.
Yeah, or the cloth, whatever. I think mine was cloth. It was like
wow. I like the cushion one. I like that.
It's ridiculous. You pee all over the.
Toilets are very old. Like the fact we haven't reinvented the toilet. I mean, they got the bidet and stuff, but it's not a common thing. The average household has a standard toilet. There's nothing new about it. It's pretty I mean, thank God we have working plumbing, here. But other than working plumbing, toilets are pretty much not that advanced.
Yeah, somebody needs to upgrade the toilet.
Yes.
Well, actually, there is starting to be new toilets out. It's funny that we said that. I just read something.
Like the bidets?
No, this is more like a doctor's visit. So now when you use the restroom, what do you call it? When you use the restroom, it'll like analyze you, like, and tell you, hey, you might want to check this. This is going on.
Oh,
Doctor's
you
visit.
can do a UTI pregnancy test, all of the tests.
I wonder, what can they tell from when you're going to the bathroom? I don't know.
It's a pH thing, I think. Or they could tell your bacteria count.
But imagine we can get to a point to where technology, the quantum computer or something like that, to where we could check our own blood, to where we could just take a sample, put it in a computer, and it'd say, oh, actually, if you're not careful, in 23 years, you're going to have a cancer buildup.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, there's pretty advanced tests that you could do, but not that advanced.
I think things are going to really speed up crazy with technology right now, because it's like the iPhone to me was invented a blink of an eye ago, and this was before. I don't think Skype.
Well, there was the BlackBerry, and they never evolved that much. The BlackBerry, they missed out.
Right. Yeah, and I had a BlackBerry.
Yeah, I liked them. They were. I liked the size of it too.
What do you think the biggest things in technology that changed right now? We talked about this before, driving cars, but I'm sure if you Google technology right now, it's insane. Like some of these things, how they could give you a shot and like it's a robot that goes in, and like with the medical technology is crazy. Like, isn't that some vaccines like that? It's RNA. Have you read about that?
No. What is
that you can tell it where to go for the virus? It's like,
wow.
I don't know all the details, but that's insane to me. If something can go inside your body, like a computer,
Yeah.
and do what you tell it to do.
Yeah.
On point, like surgeries.
True.
They want to start the human factor is too much of a risk. Humans aren't going to be as precise as a robot.
Wow. Yeah, if a surgery could be replaced by a robot, that would be interesting. Because, yeah, it's easy to, as a human, to accidentally, your arm could shake. I don't know how surgeons do it, keeping a steady arm for 8 hours.
Yeah, and I don't know if them are that good at it, to be honest with you.
Do what?
I don't know how many of them are that good, because
yeah. Oh my God. So I was at this party one time, and I was talking to a doctor, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta go back to St. Louis. Is that how you say St. Louis or St. Louis?"
Yeah, I think St. Louis, maybe. I don't know.
So he was a doctor. He was in New York City for a little bit, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, actually, I have a surgery at 11 a.m. tomorrow." And he was blasted out of his mind. I was like, dude, you're the doctor operating? I mean, for me, if I have a comedy show, if I'm filming, let's say, because we won't do comedy in the morning, but if I'm filming something, I'm not going to go out and have a rager night. I'm going to prepare. I'm going to drink my chamomile tea, read a book, and make sure I'm rested. This guy was a surgeon having an operation, plastered out of his mind, New York City, 2 a.m., and he had a surgery at 11 a.m. in St. Louis the next day.
Yeah, that blows me away. And it's always, you get the excuse, well, he's only human. And I feel like, what are you going to do? Yeah, the guy's only human. But it's like, you're a surgeon. You're getting top dollar to not go out drinking like that.
Oh, seriously. I got to say, like, it must be really hard, especially in times like these right now. But we're talking pre-COVID time, no disrespect, everybody's got to have fun. But it just gets to the point of like, dude, that is not professional. Just like you got to take care of yourself as someone holding that high responsibility. It's your job to make sure your mind, body, and soul are clear, are as sharp as they could be.
100%. I went to school with a kid. I don't even think he is a surgeon anymore, but I think something happened and he actually got fired, to be honest with you. But it's a good thing he did because I know one, I don't think he liked it, but he was the type of kid that you're like, his father was a surgeon, so he kind of just walked on. And
Yeah.
it bothered me. Dad like had all the hookups. I was over there eating, and his dad's like, "Yeah, I got them books for you." It's like all his homework was always done. Like his father was very lenient about it. And
Wow.
yeah, and they were just like, "Michael, you got to do this," you know. And I don't think he's ever wanted to, and they pushed him to do it. And he was a shitty surgeon. He was a piece of shit drug addict, and
Oh.
he used to steal from people. And it's like, now this dude's a surgeon. Like, what if he takes your lung out? You know what I mean? Where's this guy?
Guys, thank you so much for watching Good Afternoon Planet Earth.
Adios.
Add us on Instagram, TikTok. Stay tuned for our challenge. See if we actually do 5 videos this week.
Yes,
Tune in next week.
Follow us. My TikTok is going to be at Dom of NYC. Go to that one. I'm going crazy.
And I'm at Amy J Jans. All right, guys. Enjoy your week.
Later.
That's it for the show, folks. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, follow, and leave a good review if you can. We will be grateful for that. Follow us on Instagram at GabeTV. Good afternoon, Planet Earth.